Our MC's name is Lin Yi. He's just a simple office worker. He just says what manager pulling my ass. I'm still not doing it. Suddenly his manager Mrs. Lilia come from his office and said get out from your job. And our MC become jobless. He packed his things and just living from his office. And he thought about his girlfriend. And he called his girlfriend. Suddenly his girlfriend said do not call me. I'm breaking up with you. Don't come to my birthday party. And Armuk said, why suddenly did you get someone else? She said what if I have someone? I have been with you for a long time. But you are still poor. I don't want to waste all my youth to you. Goodbye. Suddenly he or someone speaking with him. He hear what a day you lose your job. And get dumped. He shocked by hearing this sound. Suddenly you saw one beautiful girl floating in the air. And she said master welcome to full career experience system. Her name is system lady Ling Wei. Your servant Ling Wei. How our MC said what career system? I confuse about it. And she explained master you can randomly experience new career. And completing docs you will get ultimate reward. I will assist you to become a global big brother. Who now Ramsey become happy. And laugh haha what a legendary system. Now my day has come. Suddenly system notified him. He is getting a new car. Would you accept or not? And our MC comes so happy and accept. Because his new Ferrari certainly work around 300 million yuan and the system provide him with new career job. Mrs. Wei master he will getting a different type of experience in a week. Not a whole life. And our MC become happy. This is a good experience. Different career in a week. I will become rich in a short time. MRS Wei give him a new career blah blah driver. And she said the Peninsula Hotel is required to be claimed on site by your master. Ferrari windshield paked in the Chaoyang group parking area. 22 take the car key. Suddenly message pop up on his phone notified him. He successfully registered as a blah blah driver. And he go to parking area to find his car. He thought this parking lot is big. Only rich people were parked here. He saw Miss G trying to fix his car. And he said Miss G did you have a problem with your car? She said oh you're Mr. Lin, you're from the sales department? My car won't turn on. After knowing HRE problem he offered her to go within his car. And she say Aki I'm going to go to the Urban Renewal Authority. It's too late thank you. Suddenly one man come behind her. And said beautiful women a small employee like him can't drive a nice car. It is better to ride my sports car. I'll give you a ride. She said Li Yeheng stay away from me you pervert. I will not agree to your advances. He said it is okay poor Yi I will wait. I just bought a new sports car worth around 200 million yuan. I will give you a good ride. Suddenly our MC come in front. And said no need for your help Mr. Li. I will just send her with my car. My car is just in front of area 22. And they all of them went to area 22. While going area 22 Mr. Li bullied our MC for being poor and bullying his guy while walking. Both of their eyes. And also they are shocked to seeing in front of their car. They both said in the same time this is a Lamborghini limited edition certainly worth around 3,000 million. Our MC stay with Lamborghini. And said this is in my car. And Mr. Li said holy shit. What kind of bullshit is this? Do you know which car is this? How much cost this car? Our MC showing the car keys said Mrs. G please get in the car. And she happily goes into the car. And Mr. Li thought holy shit. This car is a limited edition Lamborghini certainly worth around 3,000 million. How did he get this car? He said hey brother take me also. And our MG says you are not qualified get lost. And they drive the car. She said Mr. Lin this is your car? And he said yes this is my car. I was just experienced life in this office. But office manager kicked me out of my job. So I live this job and building. And she says oh that's good. It is a quite honor to meet you. After reaching her destination, she said payment has been done. Thank you bye and she give him with 5-star rating. After that system lady congratulate him to clear first mission. And I'll give him 5,000 million inches. Our MC become half day after getting 5,000 million inches. The Peninsula Hotel Yunji said Peninsula Hotel is the most expensive 5-star hotel in China. And girl in his arms said there are a lot of celebrities were coming here to celebrate their birthday parties. She's the ex-girlfriend of Mr. Lin Yunji Sid. We are doing here yet private room worth around 70 to 80,000 if you want we are staying here. Suddenly saw Mr. Lin. And he said to her look at him after seeing after Armuk. She said what are you doing here for like you even cannot worth to stay here. Our MC say to her don't make a fool of yourself. I can't spend money in this hotel. This is quite average hotel right? Is there small hotel? Yunji said you can pretend to be a man. This is 5-star hotel. It is not for you to come in with your status. After that she called the security. And she said kick this big her out. All the securities came. Yunji said if you don't go, you are going to be thrown out. All secured. He came and bowed before Mr. Lin. And said you are came here Mr. Lin. After seeing that they are completely soaked. She can't imagine how this is possible. How could Lin small broken salesman be the owner of Peninsula Hotel? Suddenly manager came and said please go to conference room to have a report of our work. To missing out on a rich man in a conference room. Mr. Lin sit in financial statement room, and look at business note, and said, I am trust you guys. Suddenly one girls come to manager inform about complaint. Manager ask what complaint after some listening. Mr. Lin, I want to solve this problem. Where is room number 1704 in Siri? Hello, I am the person in charge of this hotel, and I will solve this problem. After opening the door, Mrs. Gu Jingshu show him our Lin, and think he's so handsome. After seeing our MC, this is not a big deal. He said, don't worry, I will send you with my Ferrari. After seeing Ferraris, she said, I am in a hurry, wait for me, I will change clothes. When's is changing or close a look at her, and get nosebleed. She finished changing her clothes when together. In a hotel, Sissy want to get rid of Junji because she want to stay with Lin after seeing his wealth. Junji, Siri, do you think? Lin, I will come back to you after you bowling him. C confidently said, I live with him for several years. I knew him very good. Other girl says I don't have any search boyfriend. When Mr. Lin come with Mrs. Gu Si Ron toward him, Mrs. Gu thank her as Mr. Lin's secretary. He said in angry voice, who are you? She says, I am your love, have you forgotten all of the time we lived together? And she said, I'm better than her. Mrs. Gu said, I am better than you, and Mr. Lin catch her and lift her towards him. Everyone shocked how beautiful they looked. Mrs. Sissy want to say something, but Mr. Lin angrily scold her, and won't, who is gone. They are both sitting on the car. In front of hotel, some girl says Mrs. Gu make a rich man HRE boyfriend, and her boyfriend give her Mercedes as a gift. In the same time our MC comes with the Ferrari after seeing that all the girls were struck by seeing brand new Ferrari. In the Mr. Lin old apartment, to women discussing about Mr. Lin, he didn't pay rent, and run away. But the daughter of this woman say some protective line wars, RMC, but she angrily says he is poor guy. Suddenly Arma come here and paid his rent. After that her daughter want to help him, but she didn't want to help him because he is a poor, and he drives a blah blah. When they come in from their house, there was a new brand new Ferrari. The daughter and mother sucked to see the new Ferrari in front of their house. Mr. Lin say, this is my Ferrari, and shoes his Ferrari's key. After that he sit on the Ferrari, and went towards his hotel. After that, her mother scold her. She have to become good for our MC. As, in his hotel, he takes his dinner, and get message from Mrs. G to take his order. After reaching her house, she sit on his car, and make order. After some time thinking, C deeply impressed by his attitude. While being so rich he's doing a small job like blah blah driving. Suddenly system lady appears, and give her compliment as a beautiful lady, and congratulate him to receiving second order. She went to go home fast. MC asked, and she said her business company wants to hold event in the future, but city's 5-star hotel didn't want to take business with them. After that our MC suggests they should check Peninsula Hotel, and she said, Peninsula Hotel is one of the most expensive and super 5-star hotel. They didn't afford this kind of money. Our MC convinced her, and both of them went Peninsula Hotel. After reaching hotel our MC decided to negotiate, and they bet if MC able to negotiate, she will do 10 squid, and agree. After reaching hotel, our MC and a manager discuss and plan successfully. After seeing that she gets so happy and excited. After that our MC remind her about her earlier promise, and tie car seat belt, and drive car fast to get her home fast. After getting her home, MC said do it fast, and she didn't done this kind of work. This is her first time, and sometimes thinking this is just a squat. After doing squat same time for fathers came on the room, and saw everything. After that he get angry, and scold her. And she said, you misunderstood, and explain about this as yoga, and he is yoga instructor. But her father didn't believe, and her father asked what kind of instructor is he, and asked what is the name. Our MC said he's Mr. Lin, you blah blah driver. After listening he soaked what kind of blah blah driver should drive sports car. After that he complained our MC, and went out, and said his daughter continue their work. See Sally say the word continue. Our MC push her into bed, and said, it's Kantouche pushed him. Suddenly how our MC's phone ring, and he pick up phone call. Mrs. G called him, so he have to leave out, and went Mrs. G hotel. After reaching the hotel, all others members of her company bullied him by saying they are planning something big. He's just inconfident and poor, and also says he didn't deserve to be there, and said you are just a loser. After sometimes insulting they said, go back your home or anywhere. Says, like and subscribe for more videos. If you want to part 2 to leave the comment.